Sterling Marlin is jumping out of his car. He's going around to look at the right front fender, but oh, he can't do that.
You can't work on your car under the red flag. That's the NASCAR rule. You're not allowed to work on your car under the red flag.
NASCAR fans, let's talk Daytona 2002, one of the wildest, most jaw-dropping moments in NASCAR history. Picture this. You're leading the Daytona 500, the biggest race of the year. Sterling Marlin was this close to locking up his third Daytona 500 win. The crowd's on their feet, cameras are on you, and then, bam, you climb out of your car under a red flag and start wrenching on your fender. Big no-no. NASCAR hit him with a penalty, sending him from first to the back of the pack. Like what? Sterling Marlin's move that day had everyone scratching their heads. Was it a gutsy call to save his race? Or was it just a straight-up brain fade? And how did Ward Burton swoop in and snag the win while chaos unfolded all around him? So buckle up, race fans. We're diving into one of NASCAR's most talked about moments. How does a two-time Daytona champ end up this close to victory only to fumble? And what can we learn from Marlin's roller coaster season after that infamous day? Stick around. It's gonna be a wild ride. Let's set the scene. It's February 17th, 2002. The Daytona 500, the Great American Race, is about to kick off. Over 170,000 fans packed into the stands, all buzzing with anticipation. And this wasn't just any Daytona 500. This was the first one since the tragic loss of Dale Earnhardt Sr. the year before. Emotions were running high, and everyone was looking for redemption, for closure, for a piece of history. And that week kicked off with a tribute to Earnhardt, a larger-than-life statue unveiled at the track where he was a 7-time champ. This wasn't just a race, it was personal. Michael Waltrip, last year's champ, was ready to defend his title, while Junior was coming in hot with a win in the Xfinity race the day before. But let's not forget the other big names in the mix. Tony Stewart was looking like a serious contender, and a couple of California rookies, Jimmie Johnson and Kevin Harvick, were ready to make their mark. Oh, and Shauna Robinson? She made history as just the second woman to ever compete in the Daytona 500. This race had it all, and Sterling freaking Marlin, old Silver Bullet himself. The dude was a Daytona 500 veteran, already a 2-time winner in '94 and '95. And in 2002, he was on a mission. The green flag drops, and we're off. But just 3 laps in, the drama starts. Tony Stewart, one of the favorites, blows an engine. Last place, tough luck smoke. Then, Dale Jr. gets hit with a flat tire and some fender damage. But in classic Junior style, he fights his way back into the top 10. This race was already shaping up to be a roller coaster. Now let's talk about the man of the hour, Sterling Marlin. The 2-time Daytona 500 champ was driving like he had something to prove. By lap 88, he'd taken the lead in that beautiful Silver Bullet Dodge and held it for 73 of the next 74 laps. The dude was on fire, with that Dodge looking untouchable. But this was Daytona, baby. Drama's always right around the corner. Lap 148, chaos erupts. Harvick throws a block on Jeff Gordon, and it's a chain reaction from there. 18 cars pile up. It's a junkyard out there. Among the wrecked, big names like Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, and even pole sitter Jimmie Johnson. Y'all know Daytona ain't Daytona without the big one. But then came the moment that changed everything. Fast forward to the final 6 laps. The field's bunched up for a restart, and it's Sterling Marlin sitting second behind Jeff Gordon. The green flag waves, and all hell breaks loose again. Marlin gets into Gordon, Gordon spins, and Marlin edges out Ward Burton to lead the race back to the caution. Now here's where things get absolutely wild. NASCAR throws the red flag to clean up the track, and all the cars stop on the backstretch. And this is where Sterling Marlin delivers one of the biggest "what was he thinking" moments in NASCAR history. Marlin, sitting pretty in first, notices something's wrong. His right front fender's crunched in, rubbing the tire. Marlin climbs out of his car, walks over to the right front fender, and starts yanking on it to pull it away from the tire. And it did cost him. Now, for all you newbies out there, let us break this down. You do not touch your car under a red flag. That's a big no-no in NASCAR.
Sterling Marlin is jumping out of his car. He's going around to look at the right front fender, but oh, he can't do that.
You can't work on your car under the red flag. That's the NASCAR rule.
Pull it off a little bit.
You're not allowed to work on your car under the red flag.
Well, Alan, down here in the 40 pit, Lee McCall, the biggest concern is that right front fender. How is it?
We don't know. We don't know yet. We think it's rubbing a little bit. We'll just have to see when Sterling comes around, and hopefully it's okay. They wouldn't let him look at it, so I don't know. I don't know how bad it is. We'll just have to. Let's see. We might have to come in. We don't know yet.
NASCAR officials weren't having it. They ordered Marlin back in his car and slapped him with a penalty, sending him to the back of the field. And just like that, his hopes for a third Daytona 500 win went up in smoke. And who was there to capitalize on Marlin's mistake? Ward freaking Burton. The Virginia native took the lead and never looked back, grabbing his first Daytona 500 win. Behind him, Elliott Sadler came from 41st to finish second, and Jeff Bodine rounded out the top three. Sterling Marlin? He managed to claw his way back to 8th, but man, what could have been? Now, here's the thing about Sterling Marlin. The dude bounced back like a champ. He went on to win 2 races that season and led the point standings for most of the year. But a neck injury at Kansas Speedway derailed his season, and unfortunately, he never won another Cup race again. And Marlin's Daytona 2002 saga remains one of NASCAR's most unforgettable moments. And let's not forget the safety innovations that came into play after Dale Sr.'s tragic death. That year, NASCAR showed the world that it was committed to keeping its drivers safe. Alright race fans, that's a wrap on one of Daytona's craziest chapters. So what do y'all think? Did Sterling Marlin's penalty change the course of NASCAR history? Was Ward Burton's win the ultimate underdog story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion rolling. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more interesting stories and updates from everything NASCAR. Do share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep the conversation going on, lucky doggone track.